Hello there everyone, it's me Harry, and today we're going to continue on with my Mediavent calendar, and today is day 7. So last time we took a look at some of the Universal Entertainment Rights DVDs I own. So this time we're going to take a look at, right down here, yep, Hasbro Big Box PC games. I enjoy collecting these PC games because Hasbro Interactive, some of their titles were part of my childhood. Well, obviously only a small number of them. But still, we're going to start off with none other than, well, Risk. So, this was like earlier on during Hasbro Interactive's early days, where they mostly released PC adaptations of their board games. So this is the original CD-ROM version of Risk they released that came out in 1996. And the earliest Hasbro PC games came in these kind of boxes where you take it you put it open, and then what you get inside was you'd had the CD-ROM in there, and then you'd have the Hasbro Interactive logo embossed onto the plastic. In the plastic tray. And then there's this catalogue as well, which I'll probably do in another video unrelated to this series. And it was a 2-disc set, so it came in a book-like cover that had the 2 CDs in it. So there was disc 1. And they also functioned as the manual. And then disc 2 was on the back. And I think you needed both of them to play. But yeah, kind of unique that they'd actually make this, both the manual and the disc holders. Pretty cool for its time. Next up is Cluedo, or Clue, which also came out in 1996. So this is one of the 3 Cluedo games from the company. And it's in both English and French, or German or something. Yeah, English and German. So it's developed by Multimedia Investments PLC. And it says Virgin Games on there, who I think were the distributor in France or something. Oh, I've forgotten who released Risk. It was NMS Software. It's a bit hard trying to get the box out because it's something that requires 2 hands in this case. There we are. So it has some like error things, and basically this is a port of the Cluedo game made for the Philips CDI, but it only has 3 of the missions rather than 6 like the CDI version had. So it came on 3 discs. Each having their own mission on it, because it was a full motion video title. Yeah, I do like the fact that they did open up like board games, so that was pretty cool for its time. And it also came in the same. Next up is Westwood Monopoly, as I call it, from Westwood Studios. This is not the original version of the game. This is a 1997 re-release. The game was re-released a bunch of times, and this is one of the most like nostalgic versions of Monopoly. And it came in a box like this. And then by then they just put the games in just standard jewel cases. And there you are. Good old Westwood Monopoly. And then in 1998 we have Boggle. So I got this brand new on eBay a couple of months back. So this is just PC Boggle, developed by, it doesn't actually list who developed it. Yeah, even the on-screen thing doesn't even display who developed it. So this is a cardboard sleeve. So it's basically like a slipcover, and then when you open it up, it's got a a Hasbro Interactive logo on it. There's actually a few of these that exist. There's another one that has a much larger logo on it. And then what you got inside was registration card, and then he had a few manuals and insert flips in there. I won't be opening the other boxes because this would just let the video go on and on. So next up is Mastermind, another Hasbro adaptation, released in 1998, and it once again does not list down who developed it. Under license by Invactia Toys and Games, and yeah, you get the idea. Oh, forgot. This is what the Buggle CD-ROM looks like in jewel case form. And then here is the Mastermind one. It actually has a barcode on the back, so like you could get the jewel case separately without the box, but who knows? Maybe it was taken from a no, it wasn't. Bit weird if you'd ask me. Next up is one I've had for a very long time, and that's Centipede, the 3D remake of the classic Atari arcade game, also released in 1998. And here's the jewel case. And then after Hasbro Interactive purchased MicroProse, they transitioned off to their packaging. So they went with boxes that you could open up normally, and then there's cardboard filler, and then there you go. Here's Tonka Construction 2, which, well, came out obviously in 1999. And it didn't come in a jewel case, it came in this cardboard sleeve that had the disc in it. It was developed by Imagine Engine. It says, don't miss out on Tonka Raceway, which I don't own in the box. Next up is Missile Commander, 3D remake of an Atari arcade game. Developed by Maya Glass Interactive and Rainbow Studios. And the packaging is also in some other languages. So I've had almost all the Atari big box PC games for a long time in my collection. Here's the manual, which it doesn't even have the manual's not included, but it does include it's in the box, but so it just has a front leaflet on it instead because of it being multi-language. Next up is Pong the Next Level, or just Pong in the UK. This is one of my better condition ones, even though I've had this for many years as well. Well, I got it on eBay back in 2017, brand new, for about £5 or something. But still, there's a couple of scuffs, but it's still in bright condition. And then here's the jewel case. It's developed by Supersonic Software. Not to be confused with Supersonic Studios, the company that made that silly old bridge race game for mobile devices. Next up is Cuba, another 3D remake of an arcade game. And this was developed by Artex Studios. So a lot of the 3D remakes were also on the PlayStation as well. So here's Cuba. Something on the back. Oh. And here's the disc. I think I'll move the next few here. Next up is the next Tetris. So this is one I obtained a couple of months back. It was the only one of the Hasbro Atari arcade. This isn't an arcade remake; it's a brand new game, but you still get the idea. The only Hasbro Atari title I didn't have in the box, and I was trying to find it in the box for a couple of years. But yeah, this is developed by Blue Planet Software. And here's the jewel case and the CD. Next up, we have Monopoly 2, or Monopoly 3D, or Monopoly New Edition from Artex Studios. So the box in this is my copy that I got from eBay a few months back. This is in really good condition. So I do believe probably the seller who used to have it, probably barely even touched it, because it also came in a Europress thing. So it must have been from some sort of mail order kind of thing. Here's the jewel case, and of course the inside is the CD-ROM. Here we go. Oh, forgot. Next up is Nerf Arena Blast, or Nerf Arena as it's known here on the disc at the back. The only Hasbro Atari title that's not an arcade game remake, or something like that. Nerf Arena is a first-person action shooter with a difference. So it's basically an Unreal Engine game something. And so it actually is quite a very good game anyway. It's basically, you know, Unreal Tournament for kids. You know, for kids. Yeah, lame excuse. But it's still a fun game anyway. Next up is Breakout, another 3D arcade game remake. This came out in 2000 from Supersonic Software. Here's the disc. So I got this brand new, shrink wrapped, even though the box was a bit damaged. And yet, for some reason, the manual is actually in German. I mean, Italian. Yeah, I do keep mixing up my stuff sometimes. So there we are. So that's Breakout. Then we have, this is one I've been trying to look for, I'd been trying to look for many years, and then I finally found it in November last year. And that's Frogger 2 Swampy's Revenge on PC. Developed by Blitz Games. And here's the jewel case and the disc. Nice green colour. Next up is Tonka Space Station. So this was one of the last of the Hasbro titles released before the Infogram's purchase. So this was developed by Data Design Interactive. So yep, it's a data design game, which means, is this a bad game? Yeah, it is. And then here's the disc and the jewel case, obviously, and then the disc. Boo! Next up, my oldest big box PC game I've owned for many years, because I've owned this since 2016. Pac-Man Adventures in Time from Mind's Eye Productions and the Creative Asylum. 3D Pac-Man mazes. How cool is that? And here is the jewel case. Brings me back so many memories. And then last but not least is B-17 Flying Fortress, the Mighty Eighth. Really heavy box, because it's got so much stuff in it. Because this is a flight simulator, and it's the only Microprose title I have in the box. I don't own any of their other titles. I don't even have Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 in big box form. But I hope I'll do someday. No manual in here, because all the manuals and everything you need is in there. Large manuals. Old manuals. Deep manuals. And yeah, you get the idea. What should I look at next time? Maybe I could take a look at some more Hasbro titles up there after the Infogram's purchase, but who knows? Anything could happen. See you later, everyone. Bye for now.